Hi guys, and welcome to a combined video. This is actually a part 3 of the ICM early T-34 76 tank, and a little update on that because this is kind of dragging a little bit now. I need to really get on with this and get this finished because it's bugging me a little bit now, and also not so much a mystery parcel times, more a mystery letter times video, which I've already gone ahead and opened because, you know, opening envelopes not that exciting. But we got an envelope a couple of days ago, 2-3 days ago. Got home from work and a really pleasant surprise. I've got this envelope sitting on the thing, and oh, what's this? I'm not expecting anything. Addressed to SPID, as you can see up here, hopefully. There we go. So I thought, well, hey, that's me. And there's only my sort of online community, YouTube-y types that refer to me in that sense. So we'll have a look. And I opened it up to find this lovely letter. And I suppose we could call this gross letter opening times. But we got this letter saying, "Hi Spiddy Q8, saw your bug eating video that you'd like one of my stickers. So I got Fox to let me know where to send it." Which was a very nice surprise. So he's kind of seen this and decided to send it. It's very, very good of him. Thank you, Chris. I've also included another Team Inept sticker so that you and your son can have one each. That's awesome. So I've now put my Team Inept sticker on my spray booth extractor hood. And this one is for my little boy. And to join the stickers on my extractor hood, which I've not stuck on yet so you can see this on the video, we've got this awesome gross models video. Now initially I thought to myself, it says 11:44 on there, that means I've got to wait until almost 11:45 before I stick it on because it's kind of a symbolic thing. And then I realised it actually says 1/144th, which is the scale that Chris prefers to work in. And those of you who know Chris at Gross Models will know this. Those of you who don't, hop on over to Gross Models. I will leave a link down below here to his channel and have a look at some of the really cool stuff he's done. He does a variety of stuff. His preferred scale is 1/144th scale, but he does do other things as well. He's making a huge D'Agostini R2D2, which I'm pretty sure is not 144th scale. So hop on over, take a look. He's a really nice guy. He makes some lovely models, and he's super nice. He sent me a sticker, so thank you, Chris, much appreciated. So anyway, we'll sweep that to one side, and we're going to now get my tongue back in. We're now going to take a look at where we're at with the. Ooh, excuse that. We've got updates and sort of notifications whistling at me in the background. We're going to take a look at where we're at with the T-34 76. In the last video I had done the hairspray chipping, which I wasn't particularly happy with. It had kind of gone, it just hadn't gone to plan, and I think that is more me than the technique, and I need more practice on that. I went ahead, gave the entire thing a coat of clear, clear Pledge Future, whatever you want to call it. Another product that's a bone of contention, but it's something I've used for a long, long time, never had any problems using it, and so I will continue to use it. There are those of you who will have seen my video way back when on Clear Pledge Future. Insert appropriate name here, and what it is and what it does and all the rest of it. And yes, there are lots of excellent modelling products out there and in the acrylic range now, so it's not something that you particularly need, but anyway, it works, it does its thing. So it's had a coat of that. It's had some decals applied. As you can see, we've got the number on the front there, and then we've got the decals on either side of the turret and number on the back. And then it's had some sort of dirtying up with an oil wash, with a black oil wash, and also with an oil wash that I made in an old Humbrol bottle. This one's kind of separated a little bit now, but give it a good shake up, hopefully without breaking my tank. This is primarily burnt umber with a bit of black ink, making a sort of sludgy brown wash. and it's had a various coat of of that kind of thing, and a bit of weathering on the bottom, as you can see there. It's got the road wheels on. The steel ones I have painted up, I've oil washed, and then using a graphite pencil I've done the using Mark 1 finger and a graphite pencil, sanding off some of the graphite and then rubbing that on there to recreate the wear of the steel wheels. And I will be doing a bit of dry brushing with silver paint on the inner run of the tracks to simulate the wheels rolling over the metal tracks. So hopefully that should look okay. The rear cover there that fits over the engine ventilation, you can see, is still loose. I need to find a mesh material that looks about the right kind of scale. I thought I'd found some the other day. Sadly, it was too fine a scale. So I need to find a mesh material that I can glue into there and paint to work as the mesh. I didn't like the moulded in detail, which is why that was cut out. You just saw that the driver's hatch is loose also. That is going to be glued in, and is going to be glued in an open position in the same kind of way as I've got the hatch on the turret open. I still need to paint up the breech, which is here on its stick, waiting for more paint. I still need to paint that up and glue it inside the turret, and I then still need to paint up the rolled tarpaulin or whatever cloth item that happens to be, and the spare tracks and bits and pieces, and a couple of the tools which then need gluing to the hull. I think one of the reasons I've gotten a little sort of fed up in the whole process of this tank is the brittleness of some of the parts, and in fact there's one there which is a prime example. It's probably hard to see here, but that's come apart again. These handles the plastic for this kit is so fragile and brittle for the small thin parts, it's ridiculous, and all of these broke while cutting them off the sprue. And initially I thought, well, you know, but every single one of them, almost without exception, snapped at some point along here. So fortunately, I can kind of go with the sort of premise that they're going to get bashed about and bent and kinked and all the rest of it in operation. So I'm not too bothered in that respect, but had I wanted them straight, that would have been really, really annoying, because as you can see, they're a little bit bent and kinked and twisted where I've had to try and re-glue them. So I think that's one of the reasons. And having had a test fit of one of the tracks earlier, I'm not 100% pleased with the way that looks either. So hopefully once I've got it fitted and I've got it sort of shaped with some packing in there and glued to the top of the wheels, so it looks like we've got a bit of sag, it shouldn't look too bad. But I'm thinking individual track links would have looked better. But all in all, it's just, I think I've just kind of hit that point where I was really enjoying it. Then I had a couple of little bits like this that really narks me. And that's why there's not been a huge amount of progress. And that, and the fact that I've been trying to work on the Star Wars AT-RT at the same time, which is a mistake. I should have known that. I tend to work on one kit at a time, so I know what I'm focusing on. But anyway, that's where we're at. Decals on, oil wash on, gloss coat decals, oil wash. Road wheels washed and graphite on there. I need to find a mesh for this. I need to put an overall flat coat. So this is going to have a full matte coat all over of Winsor & Newton Galleria matte varnish, which is super duper flat varnish, airbrushes very nicely. That's going to have an all over coat of that, and then I've got to paint up the things like the spare track links and the toolboxes, and then there's a saw and some tow cables and bits and pieces to fit on as well. So it's not too far off, as you can see. And the next step, as I say, dull coat everywhere. I'll probably use a little bit of rust pigments just around about the exhaust tips and in a couple of places, perhaps running down the turret. I'm not sure, we'll see how that goes. And then it's a case of fitting the tracks, get them painted up and weathered. And then I'm going to give it an overall dusty kind of look. If anybody has seen the movie White Tiger, I'm going to go for the kind of dusty effect that the T-34 in that film has. Hopefully that's the plan. Rather than caked with mud, I just want to go for an overall dusty kind of look. So that's where we're at. Just before we go, I'm just going to show you the side of my spray booth. So you can see we've got Chris's Gross Models sticker, we've got the Team Inept sticker, we've got Model Making Guru, that's Fox of course, Fox and Chris along with Ted, who I still need a sticker from. Ted, hi Ted. They do the Monday Models, Monday evening live e-models live stream, and over here we've got Mr. Mike Mountain's Scaly Models sticker. So there you go, just thought I'd show you that. So thank you for watching. That's the update for this particular one, and we will catch you in the next one.